Call of Duty Zombies has a lot of unique mechanics going for it. Throughout its history, it's been well known for its iconic perks, the Pack-a-Punch upgrade system, interesting Easter eggs, really cool and well-designed maps, and a bunch of things that really set it apart, things that make it unique and make the game so memorable. One of the biggest things that sets COD Zombies apart, and something that gives every map, every new game, and every iteration of the mode its own unique identity, is the inclusion of every new wonder weapon, a special weapon that's included on each and every map ever released in the mode, oftentimes unique to the map themselves and an identity of said map, and one that's often the best weapon on said new map because it's extremely rare or difficult to obtain. It either requires significant luck or time investment to get, and it's usually very powerful, able to bring the player to high rounds, deal immense damage, and take out large hordes of zombies, or deal the most damage to powerful enemies. And it'll usually become your main crutch weapon alongside your upgraded bullet weapons, and the most iconic and memorable of these being the earliest ones released in the game. For instance, the ray gun and the Wunderwaffe from World at War, or the Thunder Gun from Black Ops 1. Weapons that seemingly every COD player has heard of at some point or another, whether they're a Zombies player or not. Guns that are so directly associated with the mode that they've basically become the anthropomorphic faces of the mode. The ray gun is probably the best example of this because it transcends the COD Zombies game entirely. It's a weapon that's been dragged into Warzone in some experiences, one that's been featured in every single iteration of the game, even some non-Treyarch versions of the game, one that was featured in World at War's own campaign before the player even ever interacts with the Zombies mode or unlocks it in the game. Accessible well before anyone even knew what Zombies was. And so in this video, I want to touch on the absolute best of the best and rank these wonder weapons on a few key metrics. 1, how powerful they are, 2, how unique to the map they're featured in that they are, and 3, how iconic to the COD Zombies mode they are. I'll also do my best to feature at least one unique wonder weapon from every single Treyarch game in Black Ops Zombies iteration, meaning yes, I have to pick my favorites from Black Ops 1, 2, 3, 4, and even Cold War, Black Ops 6, and the current Black Ops 7, even though we're not even at the final map yet. So this is all a tentative ranking, but of course we have to start with the original, World at War. Now I know World at War is a hot topic on my channel, but I have to talk about the best wonder weapon from this game. And this should come as no shocker to anybody, but the most iconic and best wonder weapon from World at War is the ray gun. Arguably one of the greatest wonder weapons of all time. A wonder weapon so great that it's easily still one of the best weapons featured in every game that it's ever been in, only really having 1 or 2 games where it wasn't easily one of the best, but still a pretty good one. It still holds up in Black Ops 7 as a must-have weapon in your rotation, whether it's in the ray gun Mark 1 or Mark 2 form, and the original ray gun pretty much holds that spot in every Treyarch Zombies game. You have to have it. All the way back to its first appearance on Nocturne and Toten, map number 1 in Zombies history, it either was or is the best gun that you can have. It deals a ton of splash damage, it kills up through high rounds, it's quick and easy to use, it has a fast reload, it has a good ammo reserve, and there's really not a ton of drawbacks to this thing other than earlier on in the first appearances that it was in, it dealt splash damage to the player, but that's something that was mitigated by PhD Flopper from Black Ops 1 and forward, so nowadays it's pretty much a non-issue. The only major drawback that it's ever really had was that in Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4 there were more powerful, more overpowered wonder weapons that overshadowed it, and in Black Ops 4's case, every gun in that game was so overpowered that you could pretty much run any bullet weapon in the game and not die at all. Less of a fault of the weapon itself not being good enough in those games, and more a fault of the weapons in those games just being imbalanced. That takes nothing away from the crown that the ray gun holds as one of the best of all time. Now alongside the ray gun in World at War, I do have to also acknowledge the Wunderwaffe, easily one of the most iconic weapons in all of Call of Duty Zombies history alongside the ray gun, and something that holds more of a range and crowd elimination style. It's a cool experimental electric lightning bolt shooting gun powered by the elements that would send a bolt of electricity through an entire crowd of zombies, wiping them out with a single hit. Damage-wise, it's amazing, the aura on this gun is through the roof, and the only major drawback is that its ammo reserve is pretty low, so you have to use it more scarcely than something like a ray gun, but it also ranks up there as one of the best of all time, meaning the 2 major wonder weapons featured in World at War both rank in the top of all time for Call of Duty Zombies wonder weapons. Now moving on to Black Ops 1, there are 2 weapons that I primarily want to talk about. Even though this game features a lot of really cool wonder weapons, there are 2 that overshadow most of the rest for me. The first being the Thunder Gun, a weapon so immensely powerful it actually stopped being featured on a lot of maps because it's just too good. It's basically just a big air cannon that knocks zombies down, but upgraded it can be used as your main weapon well into the highest of high rounds. It still deals enough damage into high rounds that it can take out an entire horde if aimed correctly, and it's also really satisfying to use. It has a good amount of ammo to it, it's quick and easy to use, it's very casual friendly, it's a really cool behemoth of metal and weapon parts that has satisfying sound effects and a reload animation. It just feels like really cool alien technology. So it wins on pretty much every front. It's It's iconic, it's powerful, and it's immensely cool. Easily a top S tier wonder weapon, and again, one of the best of all time. I bet you're probably noticing a trend at this point. A lot of the earlier wonder weapons are going to fall in that top tier category. Treyarch did a really great job with a lot of the earlier wonder weapons they put in COD Zombies. And another great example of this, and probably a more controversial pick for the second weapon I'm going to feature from Black Ops 1. And yes, I know there's an easy argument to make for nearly any wonder weapon in this game, like the baby gun from Shangri-La being really unique and really cool, albeit somewhat weaker, or the wave gun on Moon, again an immensely cool wonder weapon that features its own built-in variants, giving you both a dual-wield zap gun style or cannon-like version of the gun. But neither of those guns are going to be the one I'm featuring as my second favorite from Black Ops 1, and arguably one of my favorite of all time. That gun being the Scavenger from Black Ops 1's Call of the Dead. It's a very unassuming but also extremely unique wonder weapon and one of the most powerful of all time. It's just a plain old sniper rifle. It doesn't even look like you're pulling a wonder weapon when you get it from the box. There's no unique unlock quest for it, there's nothing crazy about its design, and you might even overlook it and forget to take it out of the box, assuming it's just kind of a crappy bolt-action rifle that won't do you any good when you're trying to take out hordes of zombies. Snipers really aren't anyone's main choice of weapon in COD Zombies, so I wouldn't blame you for passing it up not knowing what it is. But the thing that I love about this gun and what I think is so great about it is that it completely subverts your expectations. It's a sniper that basically shoots out nuclear bombs. One shot anywhere even remotely close to an enemy, a group of enemies, or an area that might be near a zombie in any way, shape, or form, and it'll kill everything in its path, even you. And it's a one-map gun. It's never seen again outside of Call of the Dead, not even on its remake in Black Ops 4. It's insanely powerful, it's cool in its complete lack of coolness, and it's completely unique. And for me, it's one of the most fun to use and coolest wonder weapons of all time. And it personally stands as a top-tier entry on my own tier list. And I'll take your hate comments down below on why I'm completely wrong, but I fully stand by this opinion. And with that, I move on to the most obvious choice in all of the next entry in Black Ops 2. Hands down, the best wonder weapon in the entire game, the elemental staffs on Origins. Now, Black Ops 2 is a tough one. It's got a lot of choices. Do you pick the Sliquifier from Die Rise, a cool goo-shooting gun that'll dissolve zombies that walk through its deadly liquid? Do you pick the Blundergat, a sick shotgun that can be upgraded in multiple ways with an elemental variant and can be easily used as a high-rounding gun? And it even includes its own mini monkey bomb function. Do you pick the Jet Gun? No, of course you don't. That thing sucks. But I don't think there's much argument against picking the elemental staffs from Origins. Our first time receiving 4 unique wonder weapons for a single map. Ones that have their own build quest, upgrade Easter eggs, and elemental variants, including a wind staff akin to a thunder gun, a lightning staff similar to the Wonder Waff, a fire staff that shoots, well, fire, and the best of them all, in my personal opinion, the Ice Staff. A staff that shoots snow tornadoes, capturing zombies in its place, and blasts of frost through crowds, freezing and killing them on impact. Easily a set of the coolest elemental wonder weapons that we've ever received, and easily the best of the best featured in all of Black Ops 2. And what a fitting best wonder weapon, or wonder weapons, on the best map in the entire game, and one of the greatest maps of all time. And of course, I have to follow Black Ops 2 with Black Ops 3, not just because it's the next game on the list, but because its best wonder weapons are almost the same exact thing from Origins. But before I get to those, and you all know what I'm talking about, I do have to give this game a couple of special shoutouts. There are so many great choices that it's hard to pick 1, 2, or even 4, something I'm actually going to be doing, because this game once again features more sets of elemental wonder weapons, ton of different choices to go through, and wonder weapons on every single map that are so overpowered it's hard to say that one of them is better than another. So in no particular order, my special shoutouts for this game are the Apothicon Servant from Shadows of Evil and additionally Revelations. It's an alien squid-like monster creature converted into a wonder weapon that shoots black holes. I mean, honestly, how much cooler could that possibly be? It sucks in zombies and kills them immediately, akin to a Gersh device from Black Ops 1 or the Casimir in Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7. This thing is insanely powerful, and it's easily the strongest wonder weapon in the entire game and one of the best wonder weapons in all of Black Ops history. It's one of the coolest designs hand down, and even has a cool unlock quest that requires you to interact with multiple parts of the map, Shadows of Evil. It makes you prove that you can take out the map's daunting special enemy, the Margwa. You have to complete its trials, and you have to go through an upgrade process on Revelations that's both a little frustrating but also equally rewarding to do. It's just a downright really cool gun that's super unique and super strong. It's got everything positive going for it, so it earns a place on the special shoutouts list, but in my opinion there are still a few others that equally share those spots, and one group that's just better than the rest. Now next up on the special shoutouts is the KT-4 from Zetsubo no Shima alongside the secondary wonder weapon on this map, the Skull of Nansapwe. Two wonder weapons that absolutely set this map apart, is featuring the coolest duo of wonder weapons in my opinion in any zombies map. You get a petrified ancient skull unlocked via rituals and sacrifices in an ancient Japanese temple, which sucks the souls out of zombies in its way and kills them in a gruesome and painful looking way. There's nothing about that sentence that doesn't ooze aura and coolness. And the KT-4 picks up on the unique factor, the cool unlock path factor, and the damage factor. It's basically this game's version of the Sliquifier equivalent from Black Ops 2. It operates in mostly the same way, but still feels like a fresh and unique take on the weapon. Now, Garad Krovi has the Ray Gun Mark III, which is another mini black hole shooting gun similar to the Apothicon Servant, but it has a dual fire mode that also allows it to act as a projectile firing Ray Gun Mark II mimic. That being said, it's really not the best and it's not very strong, so it's not going to get a special shout out, but I feel like I'm already talking about every other wonder weapon in this game, so I have to acknowledge the one oddball out, which now leads me to the best of the best from this game, the elemental bows from Der Eisendrache. These are basically the medieval bow and arrow equivalent to Origin's elemental staffs, but with brand new elements. Some of the most fun unlock quests of any wonder weapon in any COD Zombies game, and an equally cool and extremely fitting setting to use them on, and a crucial part of the map's Easter egg main quest, giving them more purpose than just fulfilling the slot of powerful weapon on the map. It makes them more integral and more functional to progressing along the storyline and the main quest of the map itself. The 4 elemental variants include the Void Bow, a bow which shoots portal skulls which possess the zombies around it and target and kill the crowd they're fired into, the Wolf Bow, which spawns in the ghost of a wolf companion which will tear through a linear path of zombies, the Fire Bow, which creates mini volcanoes on the ground and burns zombies to a crisp, and the best, again in my opinion, of the entire bunch, the Storm Bow. It's extremely similar to the Ice Staff in Origins in that it shoots out tornadoes, capturing enemies in its path, but this time with lightning storm-like effects that shock through and immediately kill the zombies you fire upon instead of ice. With the elemental variants available, the versatility and the uniqueness of each of the 4, they easily, hands down, take the top spot for this game, and arguably the top spot of any wonder weapons in Zombies, but that's absolutely up for debate. Everyone's entitled to their opinion, that's just mine. Now I'm going to move quicker through Black Ops 4 because it didn't feature as many unique weapons as it did rehashes and variants of old wonder weapons, like new ray gun variants, a hybrid sniper and classic abomination of a Wonderwaff, a new ice variant of the Thunder Gun called the Tundra Gun, another remake of the Blundergat with a new lava variant, and return versions of a bunch of classic unchanged weapons like the Thunder Gun, Ray Gun, and Winter's Howl. In this game, it's actually pretty easy to pick the best, this time being the gauntlets that are featured on Ancient Evil. Not necessarily for being the most powerful or most versatile, a crown that's more probably held by Alistair's Folly on Dead of the Night, but because they're truly unique, very cool, and very different while still being pretty powerful and fun to use, and have a pretty interesting background to them and cool designs. And again, it might be a controversial take, but for such a controversial game with otherwise no unique weapons to pick from, it's pretty easy in my opinion to pick the most off-the-wall but coolest and most different option of the bunch. Black Ops Cold War doesn't feature anything extremely exciting in my opinion, and I've talked about my disdain for this game in the past. That being said, the best in this one is the Crystal Axe. It's truly different and it's mostly got that going for it. It's very powerful, albeit a little slow to use. It's got a very cool design, it's very fun to use, and again it has a pretty interesting method of obtaining it, which lends to making it more rewarding to actually use once you receive it. But Cold War just doesn't stand out to me as a game in the series that has a lot of cool, unique things going for it. So it's hard for me to pick anything but this one, because it's the most unique of the bunch. And moving on to our final 2 entries, Black Ops 6 and Black Ops 7, games that are chock full of wonder weapons and absolutely controversially so will include my absolute favorites of any wonder weapons included across all of Black Ops Zombies, up there with the Der Eisendrache bows. Black Ops 6 of course is the jet gun on Liberty Falls. I'm just kidding. Again, it's basically just the transit jet gun again, but improved in a way that doesn't immediately make it break like the transit version, and it doesn't really suck. Well, it does, but not in that way. And it's a lot more fun to use and easy to obtain. It's nothing special and it won't rank as one of the best, but it's a notable improvement to the original, so I have to give it kudos. My actual opinion is that Black Ops 6's best wonder weapon is its sets of elemental swords from Citadel des Morts. It mimics that of the bows on Der Eisendrache. We received a Void Sword, a Fire Sword, an Electric Sword, and a Lion Sword. Although the Lion Sword, at least to me, feels more akin to something like the Wind Staff on Origins. They're just so unique and cool and fun to unlock, and they carry so much vibe factor that it's hard not to love them, even in a very easily unlovable game in my opinion. They're on the best map in the game in my opinion, and they fit the setting so well. You're running around an old castle with massive, bulky, unwieldy swords slashing zombies to death and channeling the elements through them. They easily win my heart in so many ways, even in ways this game overall can't. They're the best, and I'm sticking to my guns, or swords, on this opinion. Now Black Ops 7, the final game in this list, is very hard to pick just one. So far we've received the Necrofluid Gauntlet, which is this spider-like sentient being that's both a weird mix of alien creature and creepy crawly attached to you at the wrist, which shoots out deadly spit while also having a similar suck-in and kill feature to something like a jet gun, kind of also mixed with an Apothicon Servant, which immediately makes it win the cool factor. And then we immediately follow that up with the LGM-1 on Astra Malorum, a little alien toy ray gun thing that shoots out mini UFOs with actual visible little alien pilots flying them around. And it targets and shoots at the zombies that they fly around. Again, it's insanely cool and with a great unlock quest, but not super powerful. But then that power immediately gets flipped around with the Jotun Star on Totenreich, which is easily the most mean feeling of wonder weapons in all of Black Ops 7. It's melee, but it's also a ranged nunchuck style slash and bash wonder weapon that deals a ton of damage. It can take down the map's special enemy with ease, and it wipes out an entire crowd with swiping attacks. And it also just looks sick. And finally, one one of the most unique wonder weapons that we've ever gotten, a cat. I mean, yeah, literally a cat. It's a ghost-powered cat that sits on your wrist, meows at you, makes cat noises, and shoots out deadly little ghost blasts, and it spits out hairballs through a soul-snatching demon screech that creates an AoE effect that damages and kills anything in its range. It's genuinely hard not to love every single wonder weapon that's been in this game so far, and we're primed and ready for a really solid finale. If Rex Infernus, the final map in Black Ops 7, also delivers a really cool wonder weapon, this might be the greatest game for wonder weapons in all of Black Ops history. But for now, based on the ones that we have, I have to pick one. But how do you pick from that bunch? They're equally all some of the best, most powerful, and most unique, coolest wonder weapons that we've ever gotten. If I have to pick from the bunch, I'm gonna say the Jotun Star from Totenreich and the cat from Kawakujo are the two best in all of Black Ops 7. So that's it. That's my ranking. Take these as you will. It's all purely my opinion, and a lot of it's based on how much fun I've had with these wonder weapons over the years. Do you agree with my take on the best wonder weapons of all time? Do you have a sleeper, underrated favorite that I didn't talk about? Let me know in the comments below. And of course, as always, if you like this video and want to see me do more like it, let me know with a like, a comment, and maybe even subscribing to my channel. It helps and it means a ton. That's all I've got for now, and I'll see you in the next one.